Over the next month, the WordNerds will be with you every step of the way as we jump into NaNoWriMo 2018, but before we get there, I wanted to take a few minutes to celebrate some of the books that represent what might happen if you manage to finish your manuscript. Hey WordNerds, happy Tuesday and welcome back to Reader's Nook, where we talk about all of the books we have been loving recently. Today I wanted to mix things up just a little bit, not specifically talking about books that I've loved or even read, but specifically some that have been published because they were written or at least started during NaNoWriMo at any point in the last decade or so. I was pretty surprised that as I was researching this video, I ended up on a page on the official NaNoWriMo website completely dedicated to Wrimo books that have been published after having been written during November, which is really very cool. They even have separate sections for traditionally and self-published books, so there are so many books there that are all part of the NaNoWriMo community that exist because NaNoWriMo is just such an incredible force in the writing world. So today I wanted to recommend a few of those books and then send you on over to that particular page in case you wanted to find a few more. The first book is one of the superstars of the self-published world. It is Wool by Hugh Howey. The blurb is super short, so I'm just going to read it to you real quick. Thousands of them have lived underground. They lived there so long, there are only legends about people living anywhere else. Such a life requires rules, strict rules. There are things that must not be discussed, like going outside. Never mention you might like going outside, or you'll get what you wish for. And Hugh Howey is a huge fan of NaNoWriMo. I'm also going to include a link in the description to an article that Hugh Howey wrote about how NaNoWriMo helped train him to be a professional author, and that is absolutely worth checking out as well. Over to YA, there is The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan, which is also post-apocalyptic. I think there are zombies. I have actually read this one, but it was years ago. I remember really enjoying it, and it too was born during NaNoWriMo. So you should have a look at that one if you are looking for a spooky book to go along with all of these Halloween vibes. And finally, one of those big titles that you see all of the time on these NaNoWriMo lists, and that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I have meant to read this one forever. I have heard nothing but good things. It is adult fantasy that also kind of vibes with the YA crowd. There is a circus. It is kind of dark and spooky with all kinds of fantastic characters. Hopefully I will read this one by the end of the year because I've been meaning to do it forever, and you should absolutely check it out as well. And if none of these books are quite your speed, have a look at the links below for more lists of books that were written or started during NaNoWriMo. And of course, don't forget to plan and get ready to write your new manuscript because who knows, maybe one day you're going to be on one of these lists. So that's it for me today. Don't forget to join us on Sunday for our next live chat, which will be our first NaNoWriMo write-in of the year. This one's going to be a bit of a special one, so I will leave details for that in the description below as well. And of course, in the meantime, happy reading, happy writing, and I'll see you next time.